We are sorry if to you we got late, but then your truth. Here we are not uncertain, here we are certain. We are sure this is the long-awaited Bishop Stuart University presidential debate. I know people have been hitting my inbox here asking what will be happening, but certainly in our trials to bring you the best, we delayed, but we promise you we are here for 2 hours, and I pray that by the end of the time we are here, then you have the message. I have very handsome and very beautiful ladies with me, and I know they've carried something to speak to you. If you're there and you subscribe to Bishop Stuart University, either as a student or as a well-wisher, yes, we impact the communities around Bishop Stuart University. This is your time to sit and call friends. We are live on YouTube, GNTV. We are live on your TV if you've downloaded the app. We are live on Afro Mobile if you downloaded the app. And yes, we are live in the studios of GNTV. We bring to you Bishop Stuart University presidential debate. Yes, we have candidates, people that have stood out from many to show what they have, and here we say bring it out. So they believe they have unique leadership skills that they would want the opportunity to give out to the community of Bishop Stuart University. And here are members that have shown that much interest. We have Tuijuche Kole, who says he's Rasina. I hope that's right. Yes. We have Behangana Emmanuel, who says he's Emma. We have Mugabe Alex, who says, yes, he's Alex, just as short as that. Thank you for, not making it hard for us. I have come along with an interviewer, yes, a very neutral person that I hope you have not seen. If you have seen, then you are blessed. And this is Dr. Kosinje Masi. And Dr. Kosinje Masi is a final year medical student at Mbarara University of Science and Technology. She is a celebrated debater, a public speaker, a politician both at local and international levels, Prime Minister, Mass Students Girl. She is a born again, yes, single and young, if that's true anyway. And she is the brain behind Protecting Hands Uganda, a body that is running a campaign against teenage pregnancies. I hope you've met people within the campaign. And this is your usual suspect, Muzida Crispus, the brain behind this show. Bring it out. I hope everyone who has come is ready to bring it out. Is that true? Very true. Okay, now, there is no debate without rules. So here as well, we have rules to follow. And should you disobey, then we have the mandate to chase you. Yes, I am vocal on that. Should you disobey, we have the mandate to chase you and make you go away. And certainly, we shall deal with the consequences later. But we want to keep the standards of the station, the standards of the institution that we have fought to have. And that means we don't entertain languages that put our integrity at the stake. We don't want languages that will compromise our integrity. So, to the candidates, we are not attacking anyone. We are respecting everyone. Yes, respect at its climax. We are answering only when we are asked to answer. I hope I shared with you this copy of these rules. And time management, proper time management is a must. If you're given 3 minutes and your time gains down, we are going to stop you. We know you have a lot to speak to us, but certainly we have to respect time because your colleagues will also need time to speak. Then to the audience there, you also have the opportunity to be part of this debate. And this is what you do. You will send your respectful questions on my line 070-134-1247. It is on WhatsApp. I can access your messages on WhatsApp, but you have to make sure each question is projected to a certain candidate. So you mention the name of the candidate you want to answer that question. So I told you that the question must be respectful. For all the disrespectful questions, we are not going to feature them on air. For that, I promise. I don't want you to say, I asked the question and he did not read my question. No. The motive is, we are not compromising the integrity of the people in here, the integrity of the station. Hey, the integrity of the host is also very much important. And I'm not ready to compromise it by asking abusive questions. Be on point. And yes, you can send an SMS on 07867867040, and certainly we will be in position to answer all your questions. And maybe when you project them to certain candidates, I am sure they are ready to answer. At this time, after welcoming you, after telling you this is the time you have been waiting for, after telling you we are live on YouTube as well, after telling you and asking you to share that link on YouTube to all your friends, so as when that time comes, then you choose using an informed point of view, because you've seen the ideas these people hold for you as a student or anyone who subscribes to Bishop Stuart University. Dr. Mercy, you're welcome. You could say hello to us and maybe start on engaging the people between us.
Alright, thank you, our viewers. I'm listening to you. Special regards to the Bishop Stuart University fraternity. It's such an honor to sit next to the president, and I would like that we go straight into it by allowing each one of them to introduce themselves. Let us know who you are in 30 seconds each, and we are going to use alphabetical order, starting from the last in alphabetical order, and that is Tuishuche Kolem, followed by Mugabe Alex, and then Behangana Emmanuel.
Thank you so much. To our dear viewers, good evening to you all. I am Kolebo Tuishuche, a student at Bishop Stuart University, a third year student pursuing my bachelor's in animal health and production. I am aspiring to be the next great president. Thank you so much for it.
Alright, Mugabe Alex.
Our moderators of today, my fellow gallant intellectuals of Bishop Stuart University, I am Alex Mugabe, a political observer, a political calculator, a brain trust, environmental friendly, a political vibrant, the only leader, well tested with a vast experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Emmanuel.
Yes, thanks the moderator, and to the dear viewers, my name is Behangana Emmanuel, commonly known as Emma. Yeah, I look like this when my mask is off. Yeah, I do bachelor's in information technology. I'm in my third year and I'm contesting to be the next good president, Bishop Stuart University. Thank you very much.
Okay, so dear viewers, you know who we have. If there is anyone you don't see here, they are not standing for the next president of BSU. So one of the things that we can't start without talking about are what we commonly call manifesto. Manifesto is, I like to call it a story or a promise. I know that each one of you has a textbook or so, but I'll give each one of you exactly, and when I say exactly a minute, exactly 3 minutes to stand at the podium and speak into the heart of a BSU student and convince them about what you intend to do for them after they cast a vote for you. And we shall start with the Hangana Emmanuel.
Yes, thanks the moderator and to the dear viewers, mostly the students of Bishop Stuart University. I'm so much humbled that I'm with you here to discuss with you the reasons as to why I'm contesting to be the next new president, Bishop Stuart University. There are so many reasons, but I will try my level best to bring them out in the given time. There is what we call the need. And if I talk about the need, there is what has been missing in Bishop Stuart University. And that is something very unique and something very new, which is students-oriented leadership. We've been having leadership in Bishop Stuart University, but we had no chance of bringing students to the leadership. You were finding that we are having challenges where the students were not informed, where students were not part of leadership in Bishop Stuart University. But with you, Beangani Manuel, I promise you that I'm going to bring students into my leadership. Leave alone if at all they are not ministers, GRSs or coordinators, but they will be part of my leadership. So that I can bring, also that I can solve a challenge of division in students' body. Then another thing is I need to bring, or I need to let students know that with Beangani Manuel, during my regime, I'm going to work upon some of the challenges that we've been having, more so under the academics department, whereby you're finding the students they want to access the equipment, but they are not having a challenge. And I need to let you know that it is the law of the guild president to bring these things happen. More so, we are having a challenge of journalism students. This is a new course which is having only 2 years in the university. And I promise you one thing, that I must bring a studio to journalism students. And not only that, there is what we call a need of practical classes in Bishop Stuart University. As I told you that I'm doing bachelor's in information technology, but at times you find that I miss practical classes. But I want to promise the stewards that this is the time that we are going to have the practicals, because it is the law of the university, or it is, because of the time. Thank you very much.
Emmanuel, before you step off, I would like to us to dig a little bit deeper into a manifesto. On your first point, you bring out an important aspect of bringing students into leadership. However, I feel that a student out there is asking how you intend. Are you going to share an office with them? What exactly do you mean by bringing students into leadership?
Yes, thank you very much. Actually, I like that question. The only way on how you can bring your students closer to the leadership is what we call effective communication. If you keep your students updated in the leadership, that means that you're bringing them closer. That's one. Secondly, bringing the platform that unites all the stewards. That means that they are going to be part of leadership and they are going to be always in leadership. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. You may take your seat. Next,
Thank you.
we shall have Mugare Alex. Mugare Alex, you have exactly 3 minutes to let the student body and the entire BSU fraternity know what you intend to do for them.
Our moderators of today, my fellow guild aspirants, the students of VIPA, the students of Bala, and the guard intellectuals of Bishop Stuart University, the only Remaita University in Western region. and on Maite University in East Africa. I am Alex Mugami, a political zealot, a political vibrant, environmentally friendly, and a big boy balance. It's no longer secret that I'm standing as a great president of Bishop Stuart University. Basing on my political experience and the vast experience I have in leadership, today I'm before you to present a competence, present a leader with vast experience that I will offer myself to serve Bishop Stuart University based on the damn course of my leadership. My manifesto today, it's a challenge. I don't have a manifesto because the word manifesto has been misused by different political players and different guild presidents. So as a camp, we have come up with action point run, and it hinges on 5 dogma principles. One is service delivery. If I pay for a service at Bishop Stuart University, then I have all rights whatsoever to get that service. Because that service, I pay for it. If I pay for medical fee, then I have full right to get it. So as a guild president, I will make sure the medical facility is well stocked. I will make sure that the computer lab is well stocked. I will make sure that the journalism students access a radio studio, because our vision says we must produce a student at international standards. So I ask myself now, if we are now going to have diplomas graduating next year of journalism, then you will ask yourself, really, are these going to be graduates of standard or have baked ones? Then we need now to have our advocate for a radio studio. Again, we have nursing students who only access demonstration room when it comes to exams. I will also advocate for accessibility of a demonstration room even when they are doing their classworks. And again, we have even sports. We have gotten different talents in the field, and some of us, you may find maybe I'm doing a course, maybe public administration and management, but I'm not going to benefit from that. I may benefit from my talent. For example, we have Anna Kansen who did social sciences in Makerere, but she's now benefiting in her comedy talent. We have General Samba who did medicine in Makerere, but benefiting in music. We need that at Bishop Stuart University.
Thank you, Mugabe. Allow me ask a simple question before you sit, please. I request that you get a little bit more practical in how you intend to stock the medical facility. And what happens, and in how many, because you have 1 year of leadership, so make it a little, let's see it, let's see that it's stocked in a minute.
Thank you so much, our dear moderator. It's a good question. It's a question of principle that actually I have to address. One, this is a survey that every semester I pay for. So, it's now a demand. As a guild president, I will sit with administrators on a dialogue. If they fail to agree, then as students, I will go back to the students again, because my slogan is nothing about us, nothing without us. It is a call for inclusiveness. It is a call that students must be part of this. That if the administrators fail to provide the service that every semester we pay for, then we must call them and sit with them and make sure that the service is provided to the students. Because I don't see any reason whatsoever we should miss that service that we pay for every semester.
Thank you. Thank you. We shall probably get to that later. I will now welcome Tujute College, also known as Racina. Probably he will explain to us why Racina in another time. But for now, please let us know in 3 minutes what you intend to do for Bishop Stuart.
Thank you so much, our dear moderator, and to our dear viewers. Once again, I'm Kolegu Tujute. I am here to bring out my manifesto and to bring part we deserve, we as students. I am contesting I am interested in power, not for the sake of being in power, but because of the interest of students. I am representing interests of students. I pledge to represent all students, both at the national level and at our university. This can be through debates. This can be through sports. This can be through having agricultural exhibitions. I pledge to you all that we are going to work together as a team, as all students of Bishop Stuart University, to have the best that we deserve, we as students. I pledge to improve on our academics. We must improve our learning environment. This can be through having proper internet in the university, because we must accept that we have paid for this service and we deserve a better one. We must expand online libraries in the circumstances where we are in the COVID now, where we are dealing with a pandemic and we are studying online. But there is no way you can find a better service in academics without a library. There is no way you can find my very good notes without a library. And we must advocate for having online libraries so that we can have the best that we deserve. I pray to all students that we must work together, improve our welfare. This can be through security. You must accept that we are facing a global problem in our community as Bishop Stuart University. We are facing a global challenge where people are robbing us, attacking us at night. This can be through creating awareness, our colleagues, having emergency phones where we can always call our people so that they can help us in time of need. I pray to all students of Bishop Stuart University that we must work together so that we can have the best equipment that we need, we as students. Dear students, I am saying there is no way without peace. We must first work hard and bring peace with ourselves, and therefore we have the best that we deserve, we as students. I am saying let's work together and design workshops, seminars, so that we can achieve, because that's the fundamental reason why we are at BSU, why we are at our university. The fundamental reason is to understand, is to study. There is no way we can achieve that without having these workshops, without having these seminars. I pray to bring them all of us so that we can have them and achieve what we want. I pray to fight with you because we must accept that our institutions, at times we need to work together and bring the best that we want and we deserve. We must fight together so that we can have what we deserve.
Thank you, Colette. Yeah, so I request that you highlight a bit more. For example, in Bishop Stuart, we have so many faculties. If you were to bring seminars and you had an opportunity to bring only 2 seminars, which faculties do you think need the most and why? And which kind of seminars anyway? Because seminar is a big one.
Well, that's a beautiful question. I'm welcoming it. But we all students, we deserve the same treatment. So to me, there is no student who is better than the other. If it's a seminar, we all deserve it. If it's a debate, we must all come and showcase who we are. We must come and bring our talents together as all students of Bishop Stuart University. So no one deserves better than the other. If you're good at it, come and showcase it. If you're good at something, come and bring it out. So to me, no one deserves better than the other.
You may take your seat. Next.
Yes. Thank you very much. I have messages flowing in. Our former guild president, Barnabas, We are surely getting your point. He's actually happy that we possess such brains. One of the former presidents, the seat you want, is there watching. Thank you very much, and I want to inform the audience that actually on YouTube, you type BSU Presidential Debate 2021. So you will get it live, you will get us live, and you will follow exactly what is happening. But like I said, you can also visit your neighbor who has a TV set and you follow this live here. I talked of Afro Mobile, I talked of your TV, so please follow, and I don't need any reason for you not following. And for the questions I'm receiving, yes, I promise that I will ask. Maybe for now, someone is shooting a very serious question to call them. I don't know why they actually decided to ask you in the very first place. Someone heard of a certain word and is asking whether it's actually in the dictionary. And the word was demosports. That you explain what you meant with the demosports.
I think he didn't hear it very well, but the word was demonstrations, and I think that was it. The word was demonstrations.
Okay, the word was demonstrations. Alright, yeah, I hope he tried to mean peaceful demonstrations where the issues will be put on table and they will be handled. Good evening, Mr. Modulator. Greetings from fellow Stuarts. My question goes to Mr. Kolebe. There are rumors that your FDC flag bearer, is it true or false?
Well,
This is from Amanya Roland, former Guild Presidential Advisor, 2017-2018.
well, our guild constitution does not indicate partisan politics of our institution, but I am an old man. I am 18 and above, and I have a right to belong where I want. I personally, I belong to FDC because of its values and its good, clear agendas that it inputs in me. So, in an institution, if I am in BSU institution, I am non-partisan. But if I am out of the gate of BSU, I am FDC. Thank you.
Okay, I hope that's answered. We get it right. Where's your file? I gave you a file. You asked, and I now can understand why you chose blue. Okay, so you concede.
It's because I love it. It's a nice color.
Okay,
It is my
thank you very much. This question goes to Alex. The administration gave you an opportunity in form of admission, while the university students will give you a mandate. Who exactly is your master amongst administration and students? Did you get it right? Okay.
I must stand sorry. Thank you for your good question and a good one, surely. Bishop Stuart University admitted me as a student doing Bachelor's of Public Administration and Management. But now I'm here to present myself to students. So students will be my master. Thank you.
Okay, so you say students are your bosses, right? Okay. Thank you very much. Back to the interviewer.
Thank you. Allow me to throw this question to another candidate.
It's okay.
Emmanuel. Yes, so when we talk of a guild president, we talk of someone who is a student but an administrator as well. because you are a leader but also a representative. So the university gave you an opportunity as a student, and the student body is giving you a mandate. Who is your master?
Yes, thank you very much. According to the question, I have to tell the stewards that I'm given this opportunity to represent the stewards. Therefore, the students are my masters, because it is the students' body that I'm representing. Thank you very much.
Okay. And because two have answered the question, the last one can't not answer it. In your very words, yes, who is your master? Rasina.
Well, to me, I am a great president to work with administrators and students. My students are my masters because I represent their issues to the administration. I am working with administration and students so that we can have the best that we deserve. Students are my masters where I represent their issues to the administration. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry if I won't have the chance to read your question. I don't want you to think otherwise, but that will mean your question is disrespectful. I must make this clear. I hope I cleared air when I was starting this, that if you really cannot be respectful, then I won't feature your question on air. But also, you must understand that I want you to put your name, because you have to stand the question and consume all those words, should they decide to come back to you. So, good evening, moderator. This is to Caleb. Oh, I'm trying to be fair. Ask everyone. Anyway, that's for fun. I would like to know which emergency funds and where they are to be implemented. More so, which article and section of the Guild Constitution is the partisan view found? You didn't put the name, but certainly I have people see. I don't want them to think I get questions from my head. I hope I have the people seeing the messages I'm reading. I can even project them on my cheap Toshiba. Okay, you had the question right. Are you in position to answer? Okay, I would like to know which emergency funds and where they are to be implemented. I don't know maybe if you talked about them. And more so, which article and section of the Guild Constitution is partisan view found?
Well, emergency funds, we are all aware that we have our university police post. It has our workers there. They must have all equipment. Always find out who has done this, who has tried to attack these students. So we can have those phones so that we can always alert them. We can have their contacts, alert them immediately, they respond to us. About the section and the article, it is section 4. It is article 4, section 3, subsection 4, where it says that the institution does not accommodate partisan politics. If you are in a BSU guild, you are not supposed to associate with yourself with political parties because of its clear foundation. It is founded under the church foundation, so it is non-partisan.
Okay, thank you very much. Emma?
Yes.
Which academic sector will you serve? This is Anna. Anna, please indicate all your names and where necessary put your course. We want to look for you and reward you for great questions.
Yes, thank you very much. The question was very interesting, that which academic sector that will I serve. One, I need to talk about what we call the retake policy. We are having a challenge where you find that someone is in his or her final year, he's getting a retake, and he has to wait for the other year to do that retake. to me, I'm promising the stewards that we have to revise this policy, whereby if someone gets a retake, if we receive the result and someone has a retake, maybe he or she should apply for that retake, not waiting for the other year. That means that first of all you're solving the time, like you're reducing the time. Another thing, you're still within the time to catch up with other business, because it really doesn't come out straight that if you do a retake, you have to do it in the next year. So, in the academic policy, I have to make sure that this retake policy is revised. Secondly, there is what we call a transcript. We are facing a challenge whereby we receive our transcripts having the two letters, that is RT. And to make matters worse, you find it when it is bold and in red color. It really hurts me, it beats up my mind. If I take my transcript having like 4 retakes to someone, you see, at least it doesn't make sense, you know. We have to revise these policies. Maybe if someone gets a retake and he or she recovers it, maybe we shouldn't put there the RT in red color or like indicating that RT. So, if I'm given an opportunity to be the next new president of Stuart University, we have to revise those two things. Retake policy and RT being on the transcript. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I take you back to the interviewer as we plan to visit our very short break.
Okay.
Yes.
In how many minutes shall we do?
You ask. You ask.
Okay, so I would like to give these great presidents another opportunity. We have so many questions coming in from the students' body, and we probably can get all their answers covered if you answer this one question. I will start with the one right next to me. Alex, why should we vote you? Why do you think you're the best candidate, you're the best choice as the next guild president of Bishop Stuart? In 2 minutes.
Thank you so much for the good question, and it is a question of principle. All stewards and the gallant stewards and the gallant intellectuals, I take this golden opportunity to answer the beautiful question. As I said earlier, I have action point plan, and I will fulfill my action point plan in my first 100 days in office, in case given opportunity. And it hinges on 5 dogma principles. One is service delivery. So within service delivery, we have security, we have well-stocked library, well-stocked computer lab, science lab for those doing science-related courses, standby generator in the Faculty of Law, transport, accessibility, transport. Every student should access a bus at any time of need, because this is a service that we pay for. Then again, we have workshop and symposium. We have different talents, you must admit that. So, at Bishop Stuart University, we don't have this. We have been seeing this in Makere, in Chambogo, in Okumba, even a newborn University of Uganda. So this will create awareness to students and even give them opportunity to express themselves, and even give them opportunity to rub shoulders with different people in different organizations and government. Then again, we have a radio studio for journalism students. Then again, we shall have security.
Before you step off, Alex, allow me a little bit redirect my question. You have a 5-point action plan. What makes you think that if Emmanuel or Colin met that plan, or if they read your books, if they were to do, what makes you think you're the best, aside what you have to do? If we gave your plan to Colin, what makes you think you would still be the best person to to be the best. This is about you as an individual, aside everything else you do.
Thank you so much. Every candidate here.
And you have 30 seconds.
Thank you. Every candidate here has the potential, the capacity to lead the mighty university. But what draws the line between us is the damn course of leadership and the vast experience I have in leadership. I have been a leader at a national level, I've been a leader at a village level, and even at a university. I've been a speaker for Bishop Stuart Coordinators Forum and other positions I'm holding. Basing on that, I have whatever that is required to take up the position.
Thank you. I will go to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you have a manifesto, and you have told us all you wanted to tell us. My question is, why should a first-year student at Bishop Stuart University cast their vote in your favor? Why you?
Yes, thank you, Madam Moderator. What I need to let Stuart know is, Emma, I'm a person who analyzes the situation. I identify the challenges and the problems, and then I provide a possible solution. I need to promise this to Stuart, that if you cast your vote to Viangani Emmanuel, I'm here to reduce on the burden that we are facing as Bishop Stuart University. Madam Moderator, I've tried to solve some challenges that have been in Bishop Stuart University just as a mere student. Now, I promise the Bishop Stuart University that if they give me this opportunity to be the next guild president, I'll surely do it better. Because I've been lacking this platform. I've been facing so many challenges to see that I have my plans or I have my solutions being implemented. For example, Madam Moderator, I'm having a constitution here, which is Bishop Stuart University Students Financing Association. When we were when we had the first lockdown, when we came back, we faced a challenge of students facing a challenge of not doing the exams. I'm doing bachelor's in information technology. I had 5 students who dropped out of university because they had not completed the school tuition 100%. So it came into my mind, how best can I reduce on this burden? So I sat with my friends and I told them, we have to provide a solution. I came out with that association, which was aiming at helping students to give them the remaining part of tuition. For example, he or she has paid 50% and he has failed to raise 50%. We supplement that 50% with 0 interest. Maybe if that student goes back to home, he will be able to tell the parent that the association helped me to top up with the fees. Then later, he or she brings the amount that was given to them.
Okay,
I stand to tell the stewards that I'll reduce on the burden that we are facing at the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emmanuel. The same question is given you. You have so many promises. You say you want to do a lot. What is the special thing about Rasina? Is it the name? Is it the skin color? What do you think makes you different from your competitors that should cause people to vote you and not them?
Thank you so much. To me, I must accept that all my colleagues here are good. But I must do the best. Because of my clear values. I am a Christian. I am a strong believer of God. So I am always guided by God. And I always think for guidance from my elders. So to me, it makes me the best. Because I am interested in seeking for guidance and praying to God. Because we must accept that we are all always guided by God. 2, my clear manifesto. My manifesto is involved by fighting with students, fight for our rights. It is aiming at fighting for our rights because at the end of it all, that's what we deserve. We need a better service delivery at our institutions. So to me, it makes me the best candidate. what makes me the best candidate is my character. My character, to me, is good because I have associated with everyone. It helps me and it accommodates everyone, regardless of who you are, regardless of your color, regardless of your religion. It accommodates it. So it makes me the best candidate. What makes me the best candidate is the people that I associate with, people who surround me. I have got an opportunity to associate with very big, important people who are good at counseling me and guiding me. To me, I don't think I can have a weak regime when I'm surrounded by those beautiful and brilliant people. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Colin. And allow me to clear air. I would like to clear air on certain issues. And my producer, you need to know exactly what you're supposed to do. I don't need to tell you what to do. I need to clear air. I have issues coming here. Even when I have critiques in the audience, but I have something to clear. That even when you think you are going to oppose, but at least for once there is somewhere you should put a credit. We couldn't choose someone from BSU to modulate because you're sure with all the senses you have that this person has an interest. I believe that the questions you're hearing from this lady are neutral. And this shows that this person does not have any interest in any of the candidates here. Such a neutral person is someone we actually wanted. So I have to make it clear that even when you think by opposing is when you take such a bigger position. But at least for once, you should accept that what has been done is the best. Maybe a student from the class of journalism, Bishop Stuart University, has interests, is siding with someone here. So we wanted that person neutral enough for these people never to doubt. That's it. But also, I have a lot of questions coming in. And like I said, if you send a respectful question, then I promise that I will read it. I have 3 questions, and this person is fair enough. He's sending 3 questions to 3 candidates. Very interesting questions, and this is Council Wenje just did it. Very respectful. Thanks for the show, whose proceedings I am following live. Thank you. Congratulations on being released from prison. This is to Mr. Behangana Emmanuel. Congratulations on being released from prison. As a guild president, what will you do when a section of students is arrested or imprisoned? I hope you mastered it right. I go to Mr. Tujute Colin. From the same person, what will you do when you find out that some of the footballers going to represent BSU in a tournament are not BSU students? What will you do? I hope you have it right. I go to Mr. Mugabe Alex. What will you do when a student calls you at 1 a.m. that another student has suddenly collapsed in his or her hostel? Do you still remember the questions? I'll go, without following any particular order. How do you want them to answer?
In alphabetical order of their other names.
Okay.
We start with Alex, then Colin, then Emmanuel.
Thank you so much. It's a good question. And even Bishop Stuart University, we have been suffering in that. And my character, I'm a fighter. I don't rest. And I prayed that I will fight for an ordinary steward. And I have been doing this for long. As Bishop Stuart University, we have emergency car in the university. So I will get a calls and I will call that I'll give him emergency car. And if he fails, then I will try by all means and see that that student is assured taken to any hospital around or clinic or our facility. That's why in my action point plan, I will make sure we get a well-stocked medical facility. Because this will help us. If a student is around the hostel, then we pick that student, he or she, then we take her to the facility that is near, rather than picking a student from the hostel then to her, because we have been suffering in this. We have seen students that have died on the way from the hostel to her. So I will make sure we get a well-stocked medical facility, then we make a use of emergency car in the university, because the emergency car is inactive. I think that's the right word I might use.
Okay, thank you.
Next, will you call them?
If I am given an opportunity to be the next guild president, to me I will not wait for the crisis to happen. Our students are always trained. We always have trainings every evening and every morning. So for any tournament, we must shortlist our students to go and represent us. But if in any case it happens, we are not going to accept it, because we as students, we must come and fight that, because this might be from other institutions maybe, or from other administrators who are chasing maybe for their interests. And we have our talents where we must be given an opportunity to showcase our talents. So for me, I am not going to wait for that crisis to happen. We must train our footballers and our netballers to always be equipped with all it takes to be the best players. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks, moderator and person who has asked this question. Yeah, the question was very clear that if I'm the guild president and some of the students have been arrested, what could I do? Yeah, I need to let Stuart know that first and foremost, it deals with the situation or the case. I need to let Stuart know that the guild government has what we call a legal advisor. And if one or any of the student is arrested, our legal advisor will come in to defend our Stuart in my regime. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope the three of them have answered the question as asked by Council Wenje Deusdedit. Yes, I will try as much as possible to ask these people all the questions you're sending to me, as long as they are respectful. And I'm learning that you people are learning to be respectful. I hope this is the way to go. It certainly standardizes our university. This is from Nwakaba Aman, LLB1. My question is about sports. BSU lack some sports activities like football. It is shameful to say that students of BSU move to the neighborhood campus for sports activities, and yet you're only talking about journalism. What of other sectors? This is going to RX. I hope you note that. I have a question from Joseph. This goes to Emma. How will this goes to Emma. How will you minimize corruption? We are suffering at BSU. I hope I would have loved the question if you really tried to expand it. But I maybe hope you got it. And this is to Alex. No, I will feature this later. And this is to Emma. Emma already asked. Okay. You have two questions already. So I asked Emma. Did you note it right?
Yes.
You noted it. Alex, did you note your question?
Yes.
Okay. I am coming to Colin. Can I have you answer first? Emma.
Actually, thank you very much. The question was, how can I minimize corruption in Bishop Stuart University? I would prefer if this person has really gone into the details of the question, because I really can't understand what exactly he or she is talking about. But I request if he can repose the question so that I can understand it very well. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yes?
Thank you so much. With talents, it's a sector I respect. And in my action point plan, sports is there. Me, I respect talents and capacity building as the vital one in development. Because the course I'm doing today, some people did it before, and some people are doing it at a different level right now. So I know what it means in sports. And I'm an honest student in Stuart University, and even among the diasporans here that have so far sponsored a tournament, and it is ongoing right now. That means I support sports, and I love it, and I know what it means as an institution. We have, for example, Kampala University. Kampala University has only 2,000 students in a university, but it is known everywhere. So it's because of sports. So I believe if we invest in sports, for example, basketball, volleyball, netball, cricket, and other sports, I know Bishop Stuart University will go to another level where we see it today.
Thank you very much. We have one question to go to a break. And this question goes to my friend, Honorable Colem Tuijuche. Do I have it right? Okay. In the system of administration, we understand that there are policies set by the Senate, Council and the National Council for Higher Education. Part of these policies include the fees, which means they're actually unbeatable by either management or students' guild. How are you going to deal with this issue? Yet it slaps a heavy slap to students' body. This is from Adonia Sigile. Yeah, that President Bishop Stuart University Debate Society.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sigile Adonia.
Sigile Adonia.
Sigile Adonia. About the tuition, the biggest responsibility of a great president is representation. I am representing your ideas, your issues after I have discussed with you. So all these policies are always discussed. So to me, I would first call for a discussion so that we can have a fair treatment, a fair fee policy. We can always discuss on how much maybe that favors us, because nothing can be discussed for us without three students. They cannot sit alone and they discuss for us. We must accept that we are the major stakeholders. So to me, I would think for guidance and dialogues so that we can have the best that accommodates us in our pockets, because there is no reason why you should give us time, you increase tuition, and you let our students not do exams. So to me, I would think for dialogue so that we can have the best and fair tuition pay. Thank you so much.
Dialogues after dialogues. Thank you very much. We are going into a break. Maybe before, you should know we are live on YouTube. I told you to put in BSU Presidential Debate 2021. You will have us live on your site. But also keep the questions coming, and those that have not read, trust me, I won't disappoint you. I will read them. It's important to note that this is Bring It Outro, and we decided to bring Bishop Stuart University Presidential Debate. I hope debating is a talent. So if this is a show that is always featured here every Saturday from 5 to 7, and for today when we decided to feature debaters from Bishop Stuart University, those that you think holds the mantle or are able to hold it for BSU, then we are not doing any mistake. So far good. I am surprised, massive, we have such brains. I hope this is commendably wonderful. I really did not expect it. You guys are good, and if I was a voter, certainly I would stand at the fence. I would not make a decision. Everyone is good. So let's go for a break, and certainly we are coming back, and the debate is continuing.
This is GNTV, releasing life.
PK Tiles Points Limited ho muri Mbarara bakuretire tiles zo murembe kandi hakabeyi kaca munonga bakwinire ceramic tiles, granite tiles, stone tiles, porcelain tiles hamwe na nebike bindi bingi ahabeyi ca munonga ishiko ngo bakwinire toilets ahabeyi nce yukutensa. PK Tiles Points Limited ho muri Mbarara shanje Maganising Street home kizimbe cya Ruhinda Plaza eduka nambemwe kandi muri Ntungamo shanje arya mukama building ahashungina na Yugaford Bank okumanya rukusiraho batera no tumushanju ibiri anana mwenda nkaga nibiri noti eshatu oba no tumushanju itanu emwe anana mwenda nkaga nibiri noti eshatu. PK Tiles for quality tiles.
Amen. Ninyara Beneti nkwatanise hamwe n'abandi bahereza tukuterekanisize service yo kuramya no kusimarahanga ningashi worship and thanksgiving service aha Sunday yebiri 14 ukwezi kwa 11 nzaka tuya Holy Spirit Fire Church okutaragana shamu na necwe kaziha zaburi 3 aharwa 5 nagira ngo nkabyama nagwejegera kandi nasisimuka ahabo kubarohanga nuwandamera hariho turatumiringo minji otwarabiremu okujegera kandi sisimuka abo kwarahanga no bakoramera nahabwe ico oyineshanga yo kumaramya kandi ukamusima deteka yawe n'abantu bawe bona turamira hanga 217 hasande a Holy Spirit Fire Church kurugasha hamunana n'icyo kazihangwe twinabeshongozi bingi abaratembera mu kuhimbisa rahanga no kumaramya utakabara hunyabara we kandi kuwa kuboryoko no huru supporting obuhereza bwanje borahanga yampire ubwo kuhimbisa no kuramya rahanga huru businge eco inekerete omuyizina ya Yesu rahanga kumpera mugisha mwijo mbwinji abo kuba ruhanga witu nuwatoramera. Amen.
Team University Uganda informs all teachers about half bursary offer of 50 people in diploma and 50 people in bachelor's. If you would like to join in for diploma and degree program, come pick your registration form at GNTV Uganda, Mbarakamkuzi. Registration fee is 50,000 shillings. For more information, please call on this number 077467251 or 0701-083044. On email teamuniversitymbara@gmail.com. Team University Uganda, empower 4 generations. Our Christ Heart Ministries nibakwisiho program
The Encounter
hamwena
Bishop Isaiah Mbuga.
If you claim to be born again, the life of God must be inside of you. And part of the life of God is an attraction to go look for the full part of God.
Otafewa
ekigambo ky'obwenje ekiri omuli Kristo.
If God doesn't heal me, I can still do an operation. And then the gynecologist tells you your womb has no capacity to carry. That's when people wake up and they want to pray. I would rather you pray now as though you have no option, so that anytime you're confronted with anything, you have the ability to withstand it by prayer.
Program The Encounter buli Sunday kurugasha 12 kwisia shahemwe zomwazi
okutandukana kibanza kyo kwa 8
okwelinda nkukira okutandurwa kana amagara ngakira amagana.
Hariho abandi abinanyenda gamba omushaho abakoza ekitweta traditional eye medicine ebishaka very dangerous.
Program manya amagara gawe ntukusyaho abashaho abakugu
HPV vaccine ekingira kanseri n'amwanda 90%.
bakushomesa ebintu bitari bimwe na bimwe ebigwakwasa kukora kugira ngo uture amagara marungi.
It is very important tujahirwaro omanya amagara gawe exposure tukenezo mbazi nazo ne ARVs osmira for 1 month abo baka aka virus kakatayiro muserero muntu tokafuna kamuka katayire muntu afuna HIV.
Ebyona ntubikora okutaho empinda hinduka omuka yawe no muhereza wawe twishe Nicholas aha GNTV.
This is GNTV, releasing life.
Basumba bandange mwena abembala ne Ankole region. Amanya ndi Pastor Jackson Senyonga. I want to say Hello and praise be to the Lord. Together, I encourage you to inconvenience yourself if you must and be part of this coming meeting with the pastors.
nkoko mwahurira abantu bambarara gureta mbarara ankore region okunokutayirwa kwitwa manu munonga amushaha nkeji ombwire obuturugiro mu ombwire bwa lockdown oburukwetagamo kugarurwamo amaani oburukwetagamo kwimukibwa nicyo turukurebera ngo ruhanga yakikora umurundo gundi yaturetera omushija wa ruhanga w'amaani mwene w'umukumanya nkoko mwamuhurira mu bigambo bye nitwenda ngo twena abarisaba nkore yona twena tushikane 2018 twakira amashita tugarurwe busya tugire no kuhaburwa okuturabase kutaho mu mwaka season eje yitu ya revival tubase kutwara ihange ryo mu nsi y'omwoyo n'ey'omubiri omu izina rya Yesu.
Are you ready for post-mortem anointing that is going to rock this country?
Ninkereza ebuntu bwo bwire bwo kutahirwa kwitu tutukuzaguma nko kutwa turi mukama bahereza omugisha 2018 twena twantweshanga hano ya King of Kings Church Kamukozi okureba okwakira amashita agaratwongereyo kandi omu mwaka ogwo kugarurwa mukama abahereza omugisha.
This is GNTV, releasing life.
When I told her I wasn't good at anything, she told me survival is a talent. What's your talent? I mean, what can you do? Bring it out on GNTV every Saturday from 5 p.m. with me, Moses.
Yes. When I told her I wasn't good at anything, she told me survival is a talent. So what's your talent? Bring it out here, GNTV, every Saturday from 5 to 7. And guess what? We have presidential aspirants. Yes, Bishop Stuart University. Very interesting. People are saying this is unique. And they've loved it so much. Thank you for making it love it. And thank you for standing out to be men. Yes, there's a man and a man. Those two words are different. We have a man and a man. These have chosen to be men. Thank you. So after the break, we want to welcome you. I know you're following. BNC, Nwamanya, seriously, I'm going to feature your questions. I really promise that. But for now, I am going to that neutral interviewer. You should have noticed something in her. We go to our neutral interviewer, and someone is now calling. Okay, I will pick you also. Now, we go to you. You know how to engage them. Certainly better than me. I should accept that. Thank you.
Welcome back, our viewers and my guild presidents, Your Excellencies. Once again, it's an honor to have you. As a guild president, like you over and over emphasized, you are a representative of students. You are the face of the Bishop Stuart student fraternity. You will be the face, the biggest student. And now you are given an opportunity to attend a conference, an international all students conference, and at that conference you are going to address all students, all guild presidents from all over the world, the globe. And we want you to, in 1.5 minutes or 2, sell Bishop Stuart University. Talk about it and let someone from Canada want to come and study here. Why are we asking this question? Because many times we tend to look at how someone is able to fight, how much they can, but at the end of the day, when our issues in BSU are quietened, we have this one person representing us outside BSU, and it will be you. So you have this time to be the face of BSU, and we shall start this time with Emmanuel. In this speech, we want to also see how much of Bishop Stuart you know.
Yes, thank you very much. The guest of honor, the fellow guild presidents. My name is Vehangani Manuel. I come from Bishop Stuart University, which is found in Uganda, in the western region, the district called Mbara, with the various courses and with 5 faculties and all having students. I'm here to let you know that Bishop Stuart University, we are doing it well, and we surely feel it very interesting interacting with you. I'll feel much humbled to invite you to Bishop Stuart University, and you see how best we are doing it at Bishop Stuart University. Fellow guild presidents, I need to let you know that at Bishop Stuart University, it is the only university you find in Western region which is having the most population, and it is the university with Christian faith. And I need to let you know that Bishop Stuart University is now having programs from certificate, diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD. So feel free to join Bishop Stuart University and feel free to come and interact with us. You will really have the good environment with Bishop Stuart University. Thank you very much.
And right after you've given your speech, a hand shoots through the audience, and this person would like to know the core values.
Yes, thank you very much. The core values of Bishop Stuart University. One is about honesty, another one is about faithful, because this is a Christian university. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and next we shall go to Alex. You have the same question. But one of the things that people are interested about is the history of Bishop Stuart also in your speech.
Thank you so much, moderator. I am Mugabe Alex. I am the president of Bishop Stuart University, the only Mitre University in Uganda and the only Mitre University in the Western region. Bishop Stuart University was formed in 2002 under a Christian base, and it is now closing 20 years. Bishop Stuart University offers different courses, both online and physical. Bishop Stuart University is the second university in law in the whole of the country. Bishop Stuart University is the second in the whole of university in education. Bishop Stuart University have produced different leaders across the country, across the region, and even at the international level. Bishop Stuart University has different associations, including debate. They have participated in different debate competitions, and they have won different awards in different debate competitions. Bishop Stuart University has different students from different regions and accommodates every student and every person regardless of the region. Bishop Stuart University is the only university where you can go and you are sure your academic excellence is granted. Bishop Stuart University has the best lecturers, has the best students, has the best talent building and capacity. Bishop Stuart University is the environment where you can go and you are sure your future is secured.
Same question comes to you. What are the core values of Bishop Stuart University? Because those are the pillars on which the university stands.
Thank you so much. As I said, Bishop Stuart University started in 2002. and its core values. One is integrity, another one is compassion, and another one is faithfulness.
Okay, thank you. And lastly, Ole, you have the same question. You are giving a keynote speech about Bishop Stuart University in an international all-guild presidents convention, and you're sending Bishop Stuart University to them.
Thank you so much. I am Korebu Tijuche, a guild president of Bishop Stuart University. Bishop Stuart University is located in Mbarara district, Buremba Road, PO Box 09. Find its information on emails info@sc.ug. BSU started in 2002. It got its charter in 2014. It is gifted with different faculties and different departments, nurses and midwifery, where we have faculty of business and where we have faculty of business. It has got its clear mission, where it is to be a university for recreating an African society with academic excellence, entrepreneurship, and Christian values. It has got its missions to produce multi-sectorial leaders who know the way, show the way, and go the way. Bishop Stuart University has got its motto, which says, "Our God reigns." This indicates how we are good, and how we are strong believers of God.
Okay. Over to you,
Thank you very much. We continue to appreciate you, our candidates, the honorables in the house. Yes, you're good. I have very interesting questions here. And when I say very interesting questions, then I mean it. You will learn that when I read a different question, please complain. I always want to be very transparent. I bring the question the way it is. I think I've done a disservice to people following us on YouTube. And yes, I have people watching on YouTube. So from my chip Toshiba, I can see Atkwase Franklin with a very interesting question. And Sempima Naxon. I will start with that of Sempima Naxon. Thanks for the debate, moderators. How will those contestants improve on research in the university? And this question goes to Alex. I hope you noted. Someone wants to know your take on how you will improve research in the university. For we know that the university will never grow beyond its research. So as the guild president, you have the mandate, certainly, to improve in research, and someone is interested in knowing how you will do it. I also have a very interesting question here. I will go back to YouTube, keep questions coming. This is from Papa. I call him Papa, but other people call him Mwangusi David. He has a very interesting question as well. He's saying, we appreciate for the show. Yes, thank you for appreciating. Today, I have been thinking about university strikes. I have come to find out that because students always strike to get what they want, it has also moved forward to their workplaces. Nowadays, you will hear doctors and teachers striking to get their needs to the detriment of their clients. What do you think is wrong in Uganda, and how would you solve it? And this goes to all candidates. I hope you got it right. I hope you got it right. Note it. We shall see the manner in which you're answering these questions. Then I have this guy who is on my neck. I hope if I don't really read these questions, I don't think this guy will. You know, other people are calling. Thank you for calling, but we agreed that you send messages. And we agreed that you send messages. Excuse me.
Repeat the question of
Papa. Okay. I repeat the question from Papa. Papa is talking about strikes, which he sees even at workplaces. You understand? And he wants you to give a way forward. How are we going to handle and solve this situation? And he's just interested in knowing your tactics about managing strikes, and maybe making sure they don't even come. Why should they? Yeah, so he's interested in that. And this is yes, I am really. I will read your questions. This is Nwamanya Biensi. Nwamanya Biensi says he's the government chief whip, Bishop Stuart University. Yes, we are glad that you're there following us. To Colin, why exactly do you show off using a blue color both within and outside the university? This is from Biens Nwamanya. Details about the negativity of the current government to take it in comparison with your willingness to lead. I am correcting English, I must be very honest. This goes to His Excellency Emma. Details about the negativity of the current government to take it to comparison with your willingness to... Oh gosh, I am very honest that I really did not get this, and if I really don't get it, certainly His Excellency Emma will not. But at least I will feature the second question. Why exactly do you show off using a blue color both within and outside the university? This goes to Colin. Did I ask Colin? Yes. Did I ask Emma? They have a general. They have a general question. Okay. This goes to. I asked Emma. I asked Colin. You have an individual question. Do you? And this goes to Alex. Do you have an individual question so far? Okay, then I will go to Colin has an individual question, Alex has an individual question, Emma has an individual question. Okay, then Emma. Well, Emma talk about what you would do if the council passes on a policy or function of increment on a meeting that you were absent. This is from Eric Mwesije. Yes, I hope you got it right. So, oh gosh, these are many questions, certainly. I pray that people don't stone me when I move out. There are very many questions, but I will maybe become selective. Trust me, I won't escape that. I go back to the candidates in an order as she guides.
Each candidate is going to take the podium and answer the general question as well as their individual question in not more than 2.5 minutes. You can push to 3 if you must, that's the maximum you can go. So we shall start with Colin. You answer both. And both have 3 minutes. Not each.
Okay. To me, with about demonstrations that are happening all over the world and in our country and perhaps in our university, to me I will not wait for the crisis to happen. But if it happens, one, I am going to advocate for the allocation of duties. I cannot be a master of every sector. If we have a best teacher, let this person take this ministry. If we have a best leader maybe in sports, you take us through so that we can avoid all these mistakes that always happen because of we not being informed. Two, I will accommodate respect for all. We must learn how to respect ourselves. We must learn how to respect our elders. To me, that's the reason why we have started demonstrations, because of maybe salaries and little pay, countrywide and maybe in our university. 3, you work. If you don't work, you go home. Why are you here? So to me, we must advocate for that. If you are here to work, you work. If you don't work. If you don't want to work, you go home. To me, that's the fundamental way of how we can solve our problems. On our individual question, which they asked me about blue, blue is my best color because it indicates the clouds and water. I feel it comfortable to surround myself and to have a feeling with it, water and clouds. So I love blue because it is my best color. Even when I am in a supermarket to buy a clothes or what, I must choose blue because it is my best color. Thank you so much.
Next, we shall have Emmanuel.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think I will about the general question.
In the order of your choice.
Okay, thank you very much. About the general question, it was talking about the strikes, and Papa was talking about that what's wrong with Uganda. Then I need to let you know that the root cause as to why we happen to have strikes, in most cases, we tend to have poor communication from our representatives. Then the solution here is, it will always be good if we have effective communication from the representatives to the subjects that they are representing. So my solution to the strikes will be effective communication. Then away from that, there is even what we call the dialogue, whereby you get the administrators or the people that you're representing, and then you have the negotiation. You have a talk. You have a peaceful talk on how best you can harmonize with the situation. And another thing is, we all know that we serve others clearly, as indicated in the Bible. What does that mean? If you to serve according how the Bible tells you, it means that you're going to cut the story short and the strikes are not going to happen. Then there is a question which came from Mr. Eric about the function fees increment, and he's putting on a quotation that if at all the council increases the fees when I'm absent. I also asked myself, why should they increase the functional fees when I'm absent? There is no reason as to why they should. Actually, the point is, if they are to pass the policy, Mr. Eric, I need to let you know that when they are passing a policy in the council, they have to let all the members to be present. So that means that there is no how they can pass a policy when I'm not around. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, our dear moderators. I have 2 questions here. One is about research. Research is the best component in education that all of us should embrace. So actually, in my action point plan, I had academics and I also had policy review. In Bishop Stuart University, we have Wi-Fi, but it's not free, all faculties. So one, I will make sure we have full connectivity of Wi-Fi in all faculties first. Then again, we have research department headed by Dr. Akatkunda Gashon. I'll make sure that we extend it in different faculties, because now it is all that it was to graduate level. So we should extend this at the different faculties so that all students can have a skill on how to make research. Then again, we have a library. As long as we have a well-stocked library, so students can access sources of different books and read and get skills on how best they can do their work. Then again, I will make sure we get workshops and symposiums, because this exposes the student to different students from different universities and exposes students of different faculties in one place. So one will be enticed to read more than he could, so that he can understand and present something of vivid or of importance. and this will create some room for one to make research about the different matters. Then again, I will make sure we get different lecturers based in the same manner so that they can teach or lecture students in research. Then general question is about the management of strikes. So strikes, it depends on mode of strikes. Because constitutionally, according to Article 29 of the Constitutional Republic of Uganda, it allows demonstrations as long as it's peaceful demonstrations. So if anything happens and we dialogue and it fails, I assure you, according to the Constitution, that the language they understand, if it's demonstration, I cannot restrict the students as long as they allow it. We shall fight for our rights, because that's the matter. But as a guild president, as a leader, I will first go for the peaceful means, that is dialoguing, that is going to council, present the matter, that is going to the guild council, present the matter, that is calling the different administrators on board, we discuss about the matter. But if all avenues fail, then I will have no any other option but to resort to demonstration and show them that we are not happy with the actions, and we are not happy with what we are doing. Then surely, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, like I said, I have a lot of questions here. I want to challenge the candidates. I have to get to YouTube and read the messages people are putting. But this is great news that even after the show, you're able to access whatever these people are posting here. I am looking at very interesting messages from Ronnie, from Ivan, from Elias, our friend, and they are very interesting. And sometimes, yeah, you will notice that the information here is helping you, is grooming you. These guys are good. Thank you for choosing not to be disrespectful. Thank you for showing such standards, you know, the integrity, where you seek to understand. Yes, I believe you've acquired what you wanted. Maybe you have seen exactly who holds the truth for Bishop Stuart University. Yes, I must be sure I have a lot of questions here. And some of them are even throwing stones already, digitally. That's how they are doing it. And I want to apologize to Sinje, Jeremy. You have a lot of questions here, very interesting. Maybe food for thought. Food for thought. Notice it. Maybe you will individually answer this lady. As a student of agriculture, what necessity have you put forward to embracing your faculty, that is agriculture? Because you have been here for 2 years, but your course has never been registered with UVB. Certainly you will, if you challenge me to write UVB in full, you will take me wherever you want. But I hope you understand it. She wants to know what you will do to ensure that your course is registered with UVB. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Thank you very much, Penina. Thank you very much, Agaba Amon. Thank you very much, Jenny. Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you very much, Myra Teti. The question goes to Alex. Where will he base on to put our requests as students? And from my friend Prosper, the speaker, Bishop Stuart University Society, is asking, he's asking Alex, it is true that the rally you conducted is, yes, it is true that the rally you conducted after nominations didn't include many students, but rather your comrades who are non-voters. If you have not engaged students in your rally, will they have a say in your regime? Okay, I don't know how you ascertained it, how you really confirmed these were non-voters. Please, I think we're they are non-voters when actually they are voters, what I've seen. So I hope what is here should carry, you know,
the evidence, I don't think you're sure that these were non-voters. But anyway, politics is politics everywhere. So I go back to you in conclusion.
Mbara Institute of Health Sciences and Management, located 6 kilometers along Mbara Isinjo Road, informs the general public that school admissions are open for diploma and certificates in medical laboratory technology, pharmacy, medical records and health informatics. School tuition is affordable, well-stocked laboratory and library. Transport for all students is available. They are licensed by Ministry of Education and Sports, recognized by Ministry of Health. For more information, please call 0702 673261 or 0773 016617. Mbara Institute of Health Sciences and Management,